Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video you can see that we have a little bit of a different setup here on my desk involving the $5 Windows 98 PC. Now normally most of the videos that we do on this computer involve installing some operating system, sometimes a piece of software that is way newer than this machine. And yeah, we've done a lot of those videos. Actually I have a whole playlist that'll be up in the cards if you want to go ahead and check some of those videos out. But in today's video we're actually going to be attempting to perform a hardware upgrade on this computer. And as you can probably tell from the title, that is going to be attempting to finally get this machine on the network using a wireless card. Now, I acquired this computer back in July of 2016, and soon after I got it, I attempted to install a wireless card in it and actually get it on the network, and you can check out that video up in the cards here. Now, spoiler alert, it wasn't successful. We basically ended it off and I just could not actually get the software that came with that wireless card to function properly under Windows 98. So I was recently out at one of my local thrift stores and I came across this D-Link network adapter certified for use on Windows XP, and after doing some research on this, I was able to confirm that this actually works on Windows 98, which is what this computer runs. And this is brand new in the box. You can see it is still sealed. It is still, factory sealed. And you can see that this only cost me $6, which is pretty awesome. It also actually includes some Yahoo premium services. Apparently there's inside there's a game trial, personals, and deluxe mail features. And you also get a free 30-day trial of Zone Alarm Pro. So this might actually be interesting to take a look at in like a different video. But for now, what we're going to be doing is actually opening this thing up, attempting to put this card in this computer, which it should work because I was able to confirm that this is a 32-bit PCI interface. It's not PCI Express, it's just standard PCI, which this computer does have some open PCI slots, as you can see down there. So without any further ado, let's just actually go ahead and peel this off and actually open this thing up for the first time since it left the factory, when it was released back probably sometime in the early to mid 2000s. So we'll go ahead and tear this off. And so here we go. Go ahead and open it up on the side here. This is, by the way, the model DWL-G510, and it features 802.11g support, up to 54 megabits per second, which is pretty awesome. So we'll go ahead and open this up and pull it out here. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. So nothing else in there. We'll set that aside, and we'll go ahead and open this up, which looks like it opens up this way. And there we go. So the most important thing, well, not the most important thing, but one of the most important things in here is this driver CD. So we're going to actually need this to get the drivers on this computer, because obviously we don't have a way of connecting this machine to the internet. Unless I wanted to use like a 56K modem that it has built into it, which I don't even really have like a proper setup to do that. It also includes on this same CD the free Yahoo and Zone trials that it has. But see right there, it's got the drivers, which is super important. We also have an installation guide right here, so it kind of just tells you how to put a card into your computer, which we basically know how to do. So there you go. And also the copyright date down here is 2003, as you can see. So yeah, early 2000s, like I said, when this thing came out. We also have a support card here. If you have difficulty installing this product, you can, I guess, call D-Link and they'll attempt to help you out. And here we've got our little antenna, which actually looks like it's, well, that's kind of odd. It's kind of got like some gunk on it. You guys see that? Man, that's probably just from sitting in this package for like so many years. And then we've got this little piece right here along with the actual wireless card. So we'll go ahead and actually open this up. That sticker just says, please install the software from the bundled CD-ROM before inserting the adapter. And then right here on the manual is in this big thing right here, do not install the DWL-G510 wireless G PCI adapter into your computer before installing the driver software. So they want you to install the driver software first. So you know what? I want this thing to work. We're going to just follow D-Link's instructions and just, take their word for it and just install the software first. I actually did not even really think of that. And yeah, this right here, if you're wondering, is basically for a different, form factor case when, you wouldn't be able to fit this tall bracket in there. You could just put this one on instead. So that's what that is for. But yeah, we're actually going to just take D-Link's word for it. I'm going to set up this computer, and before we actually install this thing, we're going to get these drivers installed. And yeah, so I will kind of clean up here, get this computer set up so you guys can actually see what I'm doing, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back after a actual Windows 98 installation, because I actually did not have Windows 98 on this computer because I was working on another, actually a Linux related video that is coming soon on the channel, so stay tuned for that, guys. Yeah, so we've got a fresh copy of Windows 98, and we're just going to move forward with it. We're going to put in our driver CD into the CD-ROM drive, and hopefully be able to install the drivers without any problems. So let me just put that disk in the drive here. We're gonna go ahead and close that. Yeah, you guys can see that I still actually have the side panels off of the computer, so we can install the drivers here. But I do want to check out what this Yahoo Premium Services thing is. So it actually says that it comes with Yahoo Mail Plus, Yahoo Games on Demand. You can promote your business with Yahoo stores, or yourself with Yahoo Personals, get a web address with Yahoo domains, and then make your mark on GeoCities. Oh my gosh, yeah. Most of this stuff is probably not around anymore. Obviously, Yahoo Mail is. Don't know about Mail Plus though. I know that GeoCities is not around anymore. But, and yeah, Zone Alarm is a piece of security software. Both of these are only available to U.S. customers. So if you had purchased this outside of the U.S., well, you were out of luck. So we're going to just install the drivers here. So we're going to click on next here. We're going to install it to its default directory here, and hit next, and there we go. So it is configuring your new software installation. Very, very awesome. So if you guys saw my previous attempt at installing a wireless card in this computer, that was a Linksys card, I believe, and it actually came with a piece of software that allowed you to, you know, choose the wireless network that you want to connect to. And well, apparently it's giving us this message here saying, please update your Internet Explorer to 5.5 or higher if you want to use the EAP-TLS authentication type. So we're going to just click OK, and we're going to restart the machine. Hopefully that will not pose a problem for us. Yeah, hopefully this is actually going to be able to recognize the authentication type that I use on my home network. I may have to like change it because I use WPA2. So we're going to see if this thing can actually, you know, see the wireless network. But yeah, so we're just actually rebooting here, and I'm going to actually see if this driver installed that utility that I was thinking of, where, you know, it'll allow you to kind of configure the card and you know, choose what wireless network that you want to connect to. So we're going to see if it includes that. But you know, once we actually boot back up here, I'm just going to check that out very briefly, and then I'm going to power off the computer. We're going to install the wireless card. I'll obviously be showing you guys that process. Very, very simple, obviously. You're just literally putting a card in this computer. And then we will finally be able to see if we can get this thing on the network. It has been way too long. So yeah, right there you see we have the, and here's Norton Antivirus saying that our virus protection is 7,200 days old. We'll just close out of that because we're not going to be able to run live updates since we're not on the internet. And yeah, this right here looks to be the utility that I was talking about, where, you know, you can actually you know, go in here and view information about the card and you know, connect to your wireless network. So alright, so here we go, guys. We've got the 98 PC flipped over and you know, back on its side here. So we're going to, I'm going to choose this slot. I think I'm going to go with this center slot right here. Alright, so we successfully got the card installed with the little screw back on, so there it is. Now what we're going to do is get the little antenna piece, and I'm going to turn the computer back up on its, so it's on the bottom there. We're going to flip the machine around, and so now you can see right here, we've got the wireless card. Let me go ahead and zoom in on that so you guys can see it. So there it is, and what we're going to do now is take the little antenna, and we're going to screw it onto the back. And there we go. So in theory, this is again all in theory because something might, you know, somehow break, which definitely happens in these videos. We should be able to plug this machine back in, turn it on. It should recognize the new card, have all the drivers for it since we just installed them, and we'll be able to connect to the internet flawlessly. So let's see if that actually happens. Alright, so it has detected some new hardware and it's building a driver information database. All pretty normal stuff for when you you know, add a new device to your system. And so here we go. It thinks it's a PCI Ethernet controller, which is, okay, already right off the bat incorrect. It's not an Ethernet controller. So we're going to search for the best driver for your device. We're going to specify the exact location where it's located, which I believe is going to be in Program Files, D-Link, Air plus G, Drivers. So we're just going to go, which apparently does not contain an INF file for the device. So let's just have it go through its default locations, which is probably not going to be able to find the correct driver. Oh, of course, unable to find the correct driver. Well, I think it's probably because it's not a PCI Ethernet controller, so we can go with display a list of all the drivers in a specific location. So this is it's a network, we'll go with network adapters, because that's what it is. And let's see if it actually has, yeah, so D-Link. And then this is, okay, it actually looks like it has the Air Plus models in here. So this is a model DWL-G510, which it does not look like it has. Oh, these are all USB adapters, so we'll go with D-Link Corporation. It doesn't look like... Oh, we can just hit have disk and browse for the specific... I mean, we can put the CD back in if we want to, but we're going to try to just go into Program Files, D-Link, and Air plus G drivers. Okay, so we'll try to put the disk back in the drive. Okay, so we've got the CD back in the drive, so we're going to choose the D drive, and in the drivers folder. Okay, so there is a INF file right there. So we're going to hit OK, and okay, now it's actually found the correct device, so we're going to click OK, and we have the wireless driver disk in the drive, so we'll press OK. Okay, so apparently it can't find a .sys file on the driver disk, so we will browse. That's actually, well, okay, so there's no sys file on here. Well, okay, let's just try to browse to the other location. So that would be at C, Program Files, D-Link, Air plus G, Drivers. It's not in there. Okay, so I went through the first option where it was going to do it automatically instead of just, you know, picking it for us. And now it wants us to insert these files it's looking for is not on the drive, like is not on the disk. This is what, like, I'm telling you guys, this stuff just, like, you would think it would work. I follow this guide to the T, I do everything that it says to do, and it just doesn't work. It just does not want to, you know, find whatever file that it's looking for. It's trying to find a file on this CD. I put this CD in the drive and it says it can't find it. So it's obviously looking for something else that's not on the CD. And it was brand new in the box, so everything was there. That was the other thing. It's like everything was there. So I was kind of like, there's no reason why this thing shouldn't work, you know what I mean? Like, because it has everything that came with it when you bought it new in 2003 in the box. So, like, that's all it should need, but apparently it's trying to find something else. Okay, hold the phone, because I may have actually found a possible solution. Huge emphasis on the word possible there. I was able to actually track down a different version of the drivers. I actually did some research and found out that apparently the Windows 98 files that, you know, it's trying to find are not on this CD for whatever reason. So I went ahead and actually downloaded directly from D-Link's website. Well, one of the packages that I downloaded came from D-Link's website. The other two came from two different sources. So I've got three options on here to install these drivers, and one of them is bound to work, at least I would hope. So this D-Link 98 driver right here is the one that I downloaded that specifically said it was compatible with Windows 98. Now the only thing is, there is a different version of this utility on this CD. So I don't know if, like, we're going to be able to use this version of the utility with this version of the driver, because one of them is newer than the other one. So, but we will see. Now, you might see that there are no .sys files on here, but that's just because we have to actually view, go to folder options and view protected, or we want to show all files, and then I think those, yeah. Yeah, so you can see now we've got the A3AB9x.sys file, which is what it was trying to find before. So in theory, we should now be able to click on Update Driver, hit Next, search for a better driver than the one you have, specify a specific location, which is going to be the D drive, and then we're going to go into this folder right here, and then Drivers, hit Next. Okay, it should find the driver, so there it is. Hit Next. We have the disk inserted, click OK, and we're going to see, so it already has this folder in here, so it's trying to find the cat file, so we'll hit browse and go into D-Link 98 driver, drivers, there it is, hit OK, hit OK. So this appears to have worked. So we'll click finish, we'll restart the computer, and we'll see if the device is actually active in Device Manager. Okay, so let's try to launch this utility once again. Oh, it looks like it's actually, yep, it's actually launching. Check that out. So yeah, let's just actually verify. Let's go into the control panel here. I assume that it's active now because this program wasn't even opening up before. So I'm assuming that the program was looking for the like actual, you know, card and the driver to be properly installed on the system. So in Device Manager here, we can go to Network Adapters, and there it is. And this device is working properly. That is awesome. So the driver version is from March 23rd, 2005. So we can go down here to Site Survey and actually choose My Network right here. And we are going to double click on it, and we're going to click OK. And move that up in the profile list, and then hit connect and see if it actually connects to it. Now I saw in this thing here that it did say that it has the authentication mode is open, which isn't true. It's WPA2, but you see there's only WPA PSK, right? All right, so we actually did it, guys. We, you know, as you can see from the Google homepage we've got on the screen right now, we have successfully connected this machine to the network. What I actually had to do was log into my router, and I actually modified the security settings to allow WPA compatible devices to connect to it. So that's exactly what we've got right here, since this wireless card only supports WPA. So we are now on Internet Explorer version 5.0 on the Google homepage. We can do a search for Michael MJD. We can search for that, and there you go. Here's my channel. We can go ahead and open this up. We're going to not show this warning anymore. And yeah, YouTube does have a little bit of a problem actually displaying properly, as you can see. So what I have to do is obviously get a, you know, more up-to-date browser, you know, probably something like Opera. They do have a, I mean, it's not like the most recent version, obviously, but they do have a version newer than when Internet Explorer 5 came out that works with Windows 98 second edition that I could probably get. You can see that it actually looks like it's loading the mobile version of the Google search page. And obviously on the home page here, it loads the older version with all of the, you know, standard like hyperlinks up here, as opposed to kind of how it is now with the little you know, grid over here that you can actually click on and view all of your applications. One thing that I want to do now, though, is, you know, now that we're actually on the network, is Norton Antivirus 2000 has been periodically reminding me that its database is way out of date. So we're going to actually load it up here and see if we can actually get yeah, so your virus definitions are more than 1 month old. They're dated February 10th of 2000. Those need to be upgraded, right? So let's actually go to live update here and see if we can actually get virus definition updates for this super old version of Norton Antivirus. So we're going to do it over the internet. So it looks like it just retrieved the updated information and is now disconnecting from the server, which looks like it's actually hung on that here. So yeah, it is literally just completely frozen here. So definitely not a good sign. Yeah, so this right here is the message that I would typically get, where it says your virus definitions are 7,292 days old. You should run live update to update your virus protection. So we already have live update running. We can run another, yeah, so I don't know, we might just have to force quit it. Yeah, so it's actually not responding, so we'll just end the task here and try to redo it. So we'll run live update. We'll click on next. Yeah, so it froze on disconnecting from the live update server. Actually, now it's freezing on retrieving available update information. It's probably because that whatever update it's trying to download is probably not designed for this program, because this is not supported anymore, obviously. This is a 20-year-old piece of software. So it literally might just be trying to, like, you know, find the update information. I think I actually had somebody suggest to me do a video on Norton Antivirus 2000 and actually trying to, you know, get updates for it. So this is like kind of a little mini video within a video, because you can see that it's not really working very well. It's just literally freezing, and I'm sure that has something to do with the fact that, you know, it's trying to get updates that were not designed for this program. So when it downloads them, it just kind of, you know, freaks the updater out and just, you know, makes it freeze here. So yeah, that is kind of unfortunate, because I thought we were going to be able to get some virus definition updates. But there you have it, guys. After over 3 years, actually almost 4 years, because in July will mark 4 years since I got this computer, we have finally gotten this computer to connect to the internet, which is definitely going to make it much easier when I'm doing, you know, projects on this thing, to actually be able just to download files right from this computer and not have to go to my host computer or my main computer and, you know, download files, burn it to a CD, and then put it into this computer. I mean, it's just going to be so much easier. And I don't know if you guys have any video suggestions of things that you want me to actually try out now. Maybe actually going on the old net on this computer. Yeah, that's something that we can definitely try out. I actually got that video suggestion like a while ago, trying to go on to the old net on this computer. So if you guys still want to see that, be sure to let me know down in the comments. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this one, and be sure to get subscribed down below and turn on those channel notifications if you haven't already, to get notified whenever that I upload a new video, which I do every single week on this channel. And as always, guys, I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.